Stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery for all your outdoor needs. STEM Garden Center will have a fresh supply of a wide variety of fall annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees to fit any budget. Autumn Acres will be open Saturday, September 21st, and be open each Friday evening and Saturday through October 26th. Autumn Acres has family fun for everyone, so stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery and experience autumn.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Oskaloosa Indians on the Indians Network.
I'm Financial Advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm Financial Advisor Austin Norris.
I'm Financial Advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm Financial Advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I am Financial Advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm Financial Advisor Michael Bush.
Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
If you want to save more.
If you want a butcher who knows more.
If you want fewer aisles and more value.
Less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this.
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
At Gardner Collier Jewelry, our goal has always been to provide you with the very best jewelry for your money. From plain gold wedding bands to the most exquisite diamond ring, Gardner Collier has it. Our huge selection is sure to exceed your expectations, and our service is second to none. From sterling silver fashion jewelry to the one-of-a-kind diamond fashion piece, Gardner Collier can fill your jewelry desires. For the very best value in fine jewelry, choose Gardner Collier, Quincy Place Mall, Ottumwa, and Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
The Indians Network starts now. Brought to you by Fairway, Gardner Collier, STAM, William Penn University, Kinetic Edge, Mahaska Health, Wood Iron Grill, Musco, Craig Ford, Penn Central Mall, Edward Jones, Midwest One, Clow Valve, Oski Dental, Bill and Ray's, Bates Funeral Chapel, Penn Central Eye Clinic, Community First Credit Union, and Wendell Campbell of State Farm. Get ready for Oskaloosa High School sports on the Indians Network. Live sports. Local content. Student-run broadcasts. MCG, Oskaloosa News, and Thunder Country KIIC bring you the Indians Network. Presented by Craig Ford.
Well, hello everyone. Good evening and welcome to Fairfield High School for Tuesday Night Hoops here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We are live from Fairfield High School, taking the show on the road tonight as the Oskaloosa girls and boys in action tonight, taking on the Fairfield Trojans. For the Oskaloosa boys, defending Class 3A state champions, it'll be their opening game of the season, as it will also be the season opener for the Fairfield boys. That'll be the second game of our doubleheader. First game is the girls. And, of course, the Oskaloosa girls already have a game under their belts. A week ago tonight, they picked up a big road win at Centerville, winning 61-58. 6 girls scored, 5 girls in double figures. Great outing to start the year for Coach J.C. White and the Oskaloosa girls basketball team, and they are 1-0 on the season. Tonight, the Fairfield girls open their season. This is their season opener at home. They were 14-7 a year ago, and they did win over Oskaloosa last year by a score of 60-39. My name is Jamie Brockman. Thanks for joining us tonight here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. Of course, the Indians Network is a partnership between Oskaloosa News, Thunder Country, KIIC, MCG, and also working in cooperation with Oskaloosa High School and the OVP program at Oskaloosa High School. Big thanks tonight to OVP students Kyle Hoyt and Camden Silvers. They are going to be rotating back and forth running our camera tonight, so the images you see on your screen, big thanks to Kyle Hoyt and Camden Silvers from OVP. Also, later on tonight, I'll be joined on the broadcast by another OVP student, Joe Glasgow will be joining me for commentary later on in the broadcast. We're glad you're with us. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a night of great basketball, hopefully 2 wins, as Oskaloosa girls and boys are here to take on Fairfield. We'll take a break. We'll be back with our pregame powered by Mahaska Drug. But first, let's hear from our title sponsor, Craig Ford, and our pregame sponsor, Mahaska Drug.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Go Hawks! Go Cyclones!
Go to Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa for all things black and gold and cardinal and gold. It's one of the largest collections of sports gear for both teams anywhere in the state. Mahaska Drug has it all. It's a fun store to shop, loaded with ideas to make life a little entertaining, a little more enjoyable, and it's all in one store.
Hawkeyes! Cyclones! Hawkeyes! Cyclones!
Let everyone know with Hawkeye and Cyclone merchandise from Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's big, really big.
And welcome back, everybody, to Fairfield High School as we are live here on the Indians Network. Again, presented by Craig Ford in a partnership with Oski News, Thunder Country, KIIC, MCG, as well as the OVP program at Oskaloosa High School. My name is Jamie Brockman. Glad you're with us here on this Tuesday night, and chance to pick up a couple of wins tonight here for the Oskaloosa basketball teams. Again, the girls already got a win. They are 1-0, and for those of you that have been following Oskaloosa girls basketball the last several seasons, a season-opening win is huge, and I really liked what I saw in that win last Tuesday night at Centerville, 61-58. The girls got down late in the game, under 30 seconds to go, and Macy Creer stepped up, hit a huge three-pointer, which ended up being the game winner. Amanda Fay had a big rebound at the end of the game and turned it into 2 free throws to ice the win. But there were 5 girls in double figures that night. Amanda Fay, 13 points, 10 rebounds. What a season opener for her. Jillian Jennings, 12 points and 4 rebounds. Macy Creer and Kaylee Johnson each had 10 points. Kaylee, of course, was also very effective in other areas of the game as well. She had 4 steals defensively and dished out 3 assists. Mary Nelson, who returns for her senior year this year after missing all last year with an ACL and knee injury. She contributed 10 points and 8 assists, led the team with 8 assists. McKenna Schaffner, coming off the bench, had a great outing, 6 points and 9 rebounds in that game for Oskaloosa. Coach J.C. White ran a 6-player rotation in that season opener at Centerville. The other player that saw time on the floor was Ashley Smith. So now they've had a full week of practice since that win. Obviously, a win gains you confidence. We'll see what the Oski girls bring to the floor tonight. Fairfield, on the other end, again, they beat Oskaloosa last year. 60-39 was the final. Fairfield went 14-7 last year. They shot 37% from the field, 33% from long range, 62% at the free throw line last season, and they averaged 49.5 points per game offensively. And they've got their 2 top scorers back from last year. Shaylin Drish averaged 15 points a year ago, 4 rebounds, had 45 assists, and led the team with 53 steals. So she's very aggressive on defense. She's back, as is Destiny Gridley. She averaged 10 points and 4 rebounds a year ago, had 38 assists and 48 steals. So Fairfield returns their 2 top scorers back. They lost 3 seniors, though, very key seniors from last year's team. Those 3 seniors that graduated, they graduated 6 total seniors, but 3 of them that were key statistical players for them. They each averaged 7 points a game, and 3 of those 6 seniors were their top rebounders a year ago. So there's some holes to fill for the Fairfield girls this year, and we'll see what they have in their season opener tonight. Of course, Oskaloosa also lost some key seniors last year that have played a lot of minutes over the past 4 years, but I really like the nucleus that we have this year with Faye and Jennings and Creer and Johnson and Nelson and Schaffner and then Ashley Smith coming in, and who knows, we'll see if anybody else impressed J.C. White enough in practice this past week to work their way into the rotation. So we start off the night with the girls game coming your way here on the Indians Network. And then we'll have a break in between games, and the nightcap will feature the defending Class 3A state champion, high-flying, energizing, defending state champion Oskaloosa boys will open their season tonight against Fairfield. And, of course, last year Fairfield came to Oskaloosa, and all the hype about the Oskaloosa boys leading into the season last year, and they gave Oskaloosa everything we could handle in the season opener last year at home. Oski did pull away with a 42-40 win. That was the first game of the year. We also ended Fairfield's season. So they started the season with Oskaloosa, and they ended the season with Oskaloosa last year in boys, as, of course, we went head-to-head in the 3A sub-state final over in Mount Pleasant last year, and Oskaloosa won that game commandingly, 58-37, to get back to Wells Fargo Arena and the 3A state tournament, where they ultimately went on and won the 3A state championship. So the boys game will be the second game of this doubleheader tonight, and we'll have them both right here live on your screen on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. Again, my name is Jamie Brockman. Thank you so much for joining us. Big thanks to OVP students Kyle Hoyt and Camden Silvers. They're going to rotate running the camera tonight throughout the broadcast. And again, later I'll be joined by Joe Glasgow up here on commentary in the Wood Iron Grill broadcast booth. He's actually a member of the basketball team. He's playing JV right now, and he's finishing his action in the JV game, and then he'll get cleaned up and come on up here and join us on commentary a little bit later on in the broadcast. So once again, sit back, relax, enjoy a great night of Oskaloosa Indian hoops right here, loud and clear for you on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. This is our pregame, and, of course, it is powered by Mahaska Drug. We say a big thank you to Jane and the staff at Mahaska Drug. Always appreciate their sponsorship of our coverage. And anything you need, of course, it's like a Christmas wonderland right now at Mahaska Drug. I'm telling you what, you got to get in there and check it out. If nothing else, just go in there and look around. They just do such a great job of getting everybody in the Christmas spirit there at Mahaska Drug. So we're about ready for the introduction of our starting lineups, and then, of course, we'll have the national anthem to get the night underway. Oskaloosa and Fairfield are coming up right here on the Indians Network. Hello, everybody. I'm Jamie Brockman coming to you from the Wood Iron Grill broadcast booth, and we're going to start the evening with our national anthem. So we'll go ahead and pause here for the national anthem. All right, wonderful rendition there of the national anthem performed by the Fairfield High School Pep Band. Once again, Jamie Brockman with you. We're live in the Wood Iron Grill press box here, high atop the bleachers here, looking straight down on the floor at half court at the Fairfield High School Gymnasium on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. All right, it is time now for the introduction of our starting lineup, so we'll turn it back to the camera here, and Kyle Hoyt running the camera right now. We'll bring you our starters as they are introduced. There you see for Oskaloosa, number 10, Jillian Jennings. Number 14, Macy Creer, who hit the huge game-winning three-pointer at Centerville. Number 22, of course, Kaylee Johnson. Number 24, senior Mary Nelson. And rounding it out is the big girl, number 25, Amanda Fay. 13 points, 10 rebounds in the season opener last Tuesday at Centerville. Now they dim the lights and get ready for the energetic starting lineup introduction here for the Fairfield Trojans.
And now the starting lineup for the Fairfield Trojans. Beginning with number 1, a 5'7" sophomore, Delaney Green. Player number 3, a 5'5" senior, Shane. Number 10, a 5'6" sophomore, Danielle Brady. A 5'10" sophomore, number 14, Mallory Nyan. And a 6' senior, number 25, Destiny Ridley.
All right, there is the starting lineup introduction for the home team, Fairfield Trojans. And Fairfield is coached on the girls' side by Jeff Miller. So let's run through those starters for you. For Oskaloosa, again, it is Jillian Jennings, Macy Creer, Kaylee Johnson, Mary Nelson, Amanda Fay. If you're watching on TV, Jillian Jennings, number 10, Macy Creer, number 14, Kaylee Johnson, number 22, Mary Nelson, number 24, Amanda Fay wears number 25. For Fairfield, they start off with number 1, Delaney Breen, number 3, Shaylin Drish, number 10, Danielle Breen, number 14, Mallory Lyons, and number 25, Destiny Gridley are the starting five for Fairfield, again coached by Jeff Miller. Oskaloosa, of course, coached by J.C. White. And apparently we had a technical violation called on Fairfield in pregame. I'm not sure what the call was, but as you see at the free throw line, shooting 2 technical free throws before the jump ball even, is Mary Nelson. Not sure what the technical was whistled for, but Mary Nelson did hit 1 of 2 free throws, so we don't even do the jump ball. They call the technical on Fairfield in pregame. Mary Nelson hits 1 of 2 technical free throws, and then Oskaloosa gets the ball at half court. Odd start to this one, but we are underway. Macy Creer with it. Into the hands of Mary Nelson. Now they swing it over right side to Kaylee Johnson. In the corner to Jillian Jennings. Dribbles down the baseline. Looking inside to Amanda Fay. Bounce pass into the lane is going to be taken away by Fairfield. Turnovers are going to be big in this game tonight. Oskaloosa did a good job of limiting turnovers in the win last Tuesday at Centerville. They're going to need to do that again tonight. So now Fairfield with their first offensive look. Open 3, top of the key. High arching shot. No good off the glass by Breen. Rebound, though, to Fairfield, and then down low, we're going to have a foul on Amanda Fay as she took it right back up to the hoop. So an offensive rebound there by Fairfield results in the foul on the follow by Amanda Fay. Actually, I take that back. They call Kaylee Johnson for the foul. Her first. And 2 free throws for Centerville, or for Fairfield, rather. No good on the front. Second free throw also no good. Rebound to Jillian Jennings of Oskaloosa. So here come the Indians trying to get something going. Just underway here in the opening quarter, Oskaloosa and Fairfield. It's 1-0. Oskaloosa with the advantage. And there's a basket in, down low in the paint. 3-0 Oskaloosa lead. That was Amanda Fay. Good job getting the ball inside to Amanda. And she gets her first bucket. And it's 3-1. Oskaloosa with the lead. 3-0 rather. Just over a minute into the ball game. 6:50 to go, first quarter. Delaney Breen with it over on the right wing, guarded by Macy Creer, top of the key now, into the hands of Mallory Lyons. Now driving in from the left side is Shaylin Drish. Into the lane, rolls off the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Kaylee Johnson comes up with it, falls down. A lot of contact, and they're going to call Kaylee for the travel. So she got the offensive rebound, then fell down and called for the travel. So Fairfield will keep possession, inbounding under their own basket. Oski leading 3-0, 6:39 to go in our first quarter. Good defense down low by Oskaloosa. Kaylee Johnson and Amanda Fay protecting the paint. There's a long shot by the Trojans, no good. Another offensive rebound, though, for Fairfield. Follow shot, no good. Another offensive rebound, blocked in the lane. They get another rebound, still fighting. Another rebound for Fairfield. That's 4 offensive rebounds in this possession. Oskaloosa's got to limit those offensive boards and extra chances for Fairfield. There's a pass tipped by Kaylee Johnson. Danielle Breen keeps control for Fairfield. Breen now into the lane. Dishes to the left block, turnaround. And yeah, she ran into Amanda Fay. Started to go up. Had no chance against Fay. Came back down and traveled. Great defense in the lane there by Amanda. So 3-0, Oskaloosa leads it. We're 2 minutes into the contest. 5:55 to go first quarter. Nelson brings the ball up floor and then throws it away, looking to Kaylee Johnson over into the scorer's table. That's 3 early turnovers here in the first 2:11 of this contest on Oskaloosa. But the Indians are holding a 3-0 lead. Boys game will follow tonight here on the Indians Network. First look at the defending 3A state champion Oskaloosa boys. 7-footer Xavier Foster. Of course, a couple weeks ago announced that he will be going to Iowa State University for college, playing for the Cyclones. So pass tipped out by Oskaloosa. Fairfield inbounding once again under their own basket. Long inbound up top, goes off the back of Macy Creer. And Fairfield chases it down in the backcourt. Maintains possession. Now another loose ball over on the left wing. Good fight by Macy Creer. Ties her up, jump ball. And the alternating arrow stays with Fairfield on the alternating possession. 5:29 to go, first quarter. Oski 3 and Fairfield nothing. Inbound by Fairfield to Emily McCowan, that was into Destiny Gridley, number 25. And now we've got a foul whistled on the entry pass into the lane against Oskaloosa. It's going on Macy Creer. Her first foul, team foul number 2. Once again, Fairfield inbounding under their own basket. Bounce pass in the lane. Good swarm by Oskaloosa results in a takeaway. Here's Kaylee Johnson. Had a breakaway opportunity, but lost the dribble. Taken right back by Fairfield. Fairfield coming the other way. Off the window. It is good by Shaylin Drish. 3-2. Oski leads it. 5 minutes to go, first quarter. 4 early turnovers here on Oskaloosa. Got to clean those up. Jillian Jennings over on the right wing. Nelson now lobs it in the lane to Fay. Fay goes up on a double team and is fouled. Nice entry pass to Amanda Fay in the paint. Draws the foul. I was very impressed with the passing of Mary Nelson in that win as well on Tuesday at Centerville. And foul will go on Destiny Gridley of Fairfield, her first, team foul number 1. At the free throw line, Amanda Fay. Front end is no good. Second free throw from Fay is good. So Amanda hits 1 of 2. And Oski extends the lead to 4-2. 4:50 left to go here in our first quarter. Gridley with it over on the left wing, guarded by Jennings. And throws it away in the lane. Amanda Fay comes up with a steal and then immediately is bumped and fouled. That's the third turnover on Fairfield. And they're going to call the foul on Mallory Lyons, her first, team foul number 2. And we're going to have an early timeout taken here by Fairfield. 4:40 to go in our first quarter. Oskaloosa 4 and Centerville 2. You are watching Oskaloosa basketball on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
At Clow Valve Company, being the premier place to work is part of our core vision, and this includes helping our local community be a premier place to live. Clow cares and is committed to creating a happier and healthier community. By volunteering in local events and fundraisers, by donating to nonprofit organizations, by leaving a better tomorrow than today. CLOW is more.
We are CLOW. Back in Fairfield here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. Jamie Brockman in the Wood Iron Grill press box. Out of the Fairfield timeout, they put a little press on, and aggressive defense by Daniel Breen tips it out of bounds. Oskaloosa will try to throw it in again. 4:37 to go first quarter. A lot of turnovers early here. 4 for Oskaloosa, 3 for Fairfield, and I'll make it 5 turnovers for Oskaloosa. And now, oh, look at that drive down the lane. Right by goes Destiny Gridley for the 2. Nice drive there by Gridley for for Fairfield. Ties the game, 4-4. 4:17 to go in the first quarter. Oskaloosa's got to cut down these turnovers. 5 in the first 3.5 minutes. Creer bouncing it to Jillian Jennings, now in the hands of Mary Nelson. Back to Jennings, looking inside to Faye, who's trying to post up in the paint. Gridley doing a good job of staying with Faye, not letting her get good position inside. Now Kaylee Johnson with it on the left wing. Jennings, the ball fake top of the key, dribbles into the paint, bounces it out to Creer. Back to Jennings. Jennings' 10-footer is blocked and rebounded by Fairfield. Here come the Trojans now the other way. Delaney Breen. Over in the far right corner is Mallory Lyons. Drive through the lane. Gridley is open. She's going to take the 3. It is no good. Offensive rebound again for Fairfield. That's 5 or 6 offensive rebounds already in this first quarter for the Trojans. Now dribbling in the paint. Turnaround shot, no good by Danielle Breen. Oskaloosa snags the rebound. Way too many offensive rebounds here in the first 4.5 minutes by Fairfield, and too many Oski turnovers. Almost another one right there. 4-4 game. 3 minutes to go first quarter. Macy Creer bounce pass in the lane to Mary Nelson. Pass is tipped back to Nelson. Now the ball is loose and stolen away by Fairfield. Here come the Trojans. It's one-on-one to the hoop. Creer defending, and Creer picks up the foul. It's a good foul, though. Make her work for it at the free throw line. It is the second foul, however, in this first quarter already on Macy Creer. So already I see McKenna Schaffner at the scorer's table ready to check in. I imagine Creer will take a seat on the bench here with 2 early fouls. Shooting 2 free throws is number 3, Shaylin Drish, and she hits the first. Fairfield has their first lead of the game at 5-4 as McKenna Schaffner checks in for Oskaloosa, replacing Macy Creer with 2 early fouls. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound into the hands of Jillian Jennings. Oski's got an opportunity here down the floor to Kaylee Johnson. Kicks it out to Schaffner. Long shot by Schaffner is no good. Rebound controlled by Fairfield. Here come the Trojans down the floor. Long shot from Gridley. Won't go. Battle for the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball called. Once again, Fairfield had the position on the rebound in the lane, and then Amanda Faye came in to tie up Shaylin Drish, and it results in a jump ball, and the arrow this time favors Oskaloosa. 2:31 left to go first quarter. Fairfield 5, Oskaloosa 4 here on the Indians Network. Kaylee Johnson over to Schaffner. Bounce pass to the left block. Looking to Faye. It is tipped out by Fairfield. Oskaloosa will reset under their own hoop here with 2:22 to go first quarter. Trailing 5-4. Inbound to Faye. Now Schaffner has it. And she was looking in the corner to Nelson. Threw it right to Fairfield. Turnover number 7. Fairfield coming down the lane. Gridley goes up, no good, but a foul going to be charged to McKenna Schaffner. That'll be the first foul on McKenna Schaffner. Team foul number 4. Team foul number 4. First free throw by Gridley is short, no good. 7 turnovers, 4 team fouls in the first quarter on Oskaloosa, but 8 rebounds by Fairfield, and I think 5 or 6 of those have been offensive. Second free throw is good. Gridley hits 1 of 2 and gives her team a 2-point lead, 6-4. 2:20 left to go first quarter. Now Fairfield puts the press on. Oskaloosa breaks it nicely. Schaffner with an opening on the left side. Tried to bounce it through the lane to Jennings coming in on the right side, and it's tipped out by Fairfield. Oskaloosa, decent job running the break that time. Now inbound to Faye. Johnson with it. And she has it tipped and stolen away. Almost double-digit turnovers here in the first quarter. Here's a three on the way. Good. Nothing but net on the three-pointer. Darby Casca for three. Darby Casca in off the bench for Fairfield. Drains her first shot and gives her team a 9-4 lead. Now they find Amanda Faye down low, and Faye converts with the basket. Quick answer by Oskaloosa. 9-6. Fairfield leads, a minute 40 to go in our first quarter. Oskaloosa does not play any press. They're in a man-to-man. Amanda Faye protecting the lane. Entry pass to the lane, blocked by Faye, and rebound to Mary Nelson. Amanda Faye, though, with the block. Nelson now brings it across the timeline. Guarded tightly by Delaney Breen. Over to Kaylee Johnson, driving in on the right side. And, almost a fancy-looking reverse layup, but it wouldn't go for Kaylee. Rebound Fairfield. Now they lose it out of bounds. Still loose, and Fairfield comes out with it. 1 minute to go first quarter. Coast to coast. Trojans shot is no good by Rachel Thomas. Rebound Oskaloosa. Mary Nelson brings it up the floor. 50 seconds remain first quarter. Johnson with it on the left wing. Bounce pass in the lane. Left side to Faye. Didn't have the angle off the glass. Rebound Fairfield. Got to hit those. 35 seconds and counting remain first quarter. Dribble into the free throw line. Jumper is good and a foul. I believe that's Delaney Breen who just hit that basket. Mary Nelson charged with the foul. Her first, team foul number 5. So at the line, shooting one is Delaney Breen with a three-point play opportunity. 34 seconds to go first quarter. Free throw is too strong. Rebound tipped, controlled in the lane by Fairfield. Right back up, no good. And Faye able to tip the rebound out that time to Kaylee Johnson. 24 seconds. You have time, girls. No need to rush. Skip pass over to Mary Nelson. Johnson lobs it over the top to Faye in the lane. Goes up against two and draws the foul. Nice pass over the top there into Faye. Faye going up against a double team. Draws the foul. And that's going to go on Hannah Simpson for Fairfield. Her first, team foul number 4 on the Trojans. Shooting two is Amanda Faye. First free throw short. Boy, struggling at the free throw line tonight with the opportunities we've had so far. Second free throw good. So Faye drains 1 of 2. It's 11-7 Fairfield, 12 seconds to go first quarter. Fairfield setting up for a final shot here. 5 seconds to go. Driving in. Jumper on the right baseline, no good. And we're going to have a foul on the loose ball rebound. Mary Nelson got knocked to the floor. And we're going to have a foul on Fairfield with 1.6 seconds remaining in the first quarter. That'll be on Danielle Breen, her first, team foul number 5. Both teams, 5 team fouls here in the opening quarter. Inbound to Schaffner. Jennings half court. Now Nelson. Boy, they must have waited to start the clock there because there was only 1.6 on the clock, and that was a long 1.6. Oski got 3 passes in there and almost drained the half quarter, but wouldn't go, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So not the greatest first quarter for Oskaloosa. 8 turnovers, 5 team fouls, and Fairfield is going to hold an 11-7 lead after 1 quarter over Oskaloosa. You're watching Oskaloosa Indians basketball on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. Back with your second quarter coming up.
Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good, on or off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. Kinetic Edge offers friendly and knowledgeable professionals who will get to know you and your goals to help you get back to doing what you love in no time. Find out more at kineticedgept.com.
If you want to save more,
If you want a butcher who knows more,
If you want fewer aisles and more value,
less quantity, more quality.
If you want more of this,
And this.
And this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
We are back in Fairfield here on the Indians Network. There you see our wonderful sponsors for the 2019-2020 school year here on the Indians Network. Thanks to all of them. And we are underway in the second quarter. Fairfield gets opening possession to start, leading 11-7. And they throw a pass down to the baseline, almost stolen by Amanda Fay, but she wasn't able to control it. So the Trojans inbounding under their own basket, holding an 11-7 lead. Almost a 5-second call there. Pass tipped by Johnson, right into the hands, though, of Breen. She takes it to the rack, no good. Rebound by Jillian Jennings. McKenna Schaffner will bring it up the court for the Indians to the free throw line. Passes out to Johnson, takes it down to the right baseline. Top of the key now, Mary Nelson takes a three. It's good. Three ball by Mary Nelson. Good start to the second quarter there. Holds Oskaloosa within one at 11-10. Shot no good by Fairfield. Rebound Amanda Fay. Just the start Oski needed here in the second quarter. Here's Kaylee Johnson on the right wing. Bounces it into Fay. She's got two girls all over her. Puts up the shot anyway. No good. Rebound by Fairfield. We're doing a good job of getting the ball into Amanda, but when she draws that double team, somebody's got to come help. There's a steal by Kaylee Johnson. Johnson struggling to control the dribble and then throws it away, looking to McKenna Schaffner. Coming back the other way, coming in right side, stop and pop, no good by Fairfield. Offensive rebound is back up and good by Mallory Lyons. So Fairfield now back up by 3, 13-10, 6:33 to go in the first half. Jillian Jennings with it on the right wing. Drug her pivot foot about 16 feet out from the basket. That's a turnover that'll make a coach pull out her hair right there. Not a lot of pressure there, just picked up that pivot foot and moved both feet. Amanda Fay gets a breather. And into the game for the first time this season is Aubrey Blanco. Number 20, Aubrey Blanco. And there she tips the entry pass. Loose in the lane, stolen away by Oskaloosa. Good defense there, tipping that by Blanco. Mary Nelson with it on the left wing. Kicks it back out top to Johnson. Johnson now looking for somebody to pass to. Got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it. Boy, they're giving her off. That was a long 5 seconds there. Schaffner dribbles through the free throw circle. Over on the left wing now to Kaylee. Back over to Schaffner. 5:50 to go first half. 13-10 Fairfield leads here on the Indians Network. And we're going to have a timeout called by Oski coach J.C. White. Oski a little bit out of sorts. So good timeout there by Coach White. She's going to call the girls over and regroup here with 5:43 to go in the first half. Fairfield 13, Oskaloosa 10. You're watching Oskaloosa basketball on the Indians Network presented by Craig Ford. We'll be back right after this.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
Back in Fairfield, Jamie Brockman on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford after the Oskaloosa timeout. Oski with the basketball. Here's Nelson, open for another three. Can't connect this time. Good offensive rebound, though, by Jillian Jennings. Now Schaffner with it. Pass is tipped into the hands of Kaylee Johnson. Back to Schaffner. They swing it over left side now to Mary Nelson, and they're going to call a lane violation there. I think they got Jillian Jennings for 3 seconds in the lane. Turnover number 11 in this first half for Oskaloosa. Well, I am your broadcaster, your director, and your producer tonight, as well as stat keeper. Got a lot going on. Again, on the cameras tonight, OVP students making the trip here. We appreciate them very, very much. There's a shot in the lane, in and out, no good. Rebound, Blanco had it, lost it. Fairfield tried to save it back into play, and Jillian Jennings comes out with it, and then she is fouled. Kyle Hoyt, Camden Silvers are rotating duties on the camera tonight for us in this doubleheader. Foul whistled on Danielle Breen, and that is her second. Team foul number 6 on Fairfield, so Oski will be in the bonus the rest of the half as substitutions come in for the Trojans. 5:05 left in the first half. Fairfield 13 and Oskaloosa 10. No press by Fairfield as Schaffner walks the ball up the court. Gives off to Johnson. Now nice entry pass to Faye, who's back in. Beautiful job of finishing there by Faye. She took one dribble right to the hoop and 2. So a quick breather by Faye and right back in. And Oski's now within 1 at 13-12 with 4:40 to go in the first half. And there's a foul on the Indians in the paint.
First foul, Amanda Faye, 6.
And that'll be the first foul on Amanda Faye. Team foul number 1. Or rather, personal foul number 1. Team foul number 6. So both teams with 6 team fouls. And every foul from here on out will be free throws the rest of the way for this final 4:40 of the half on both sides. At the free throw line, number 3, Shaylin Drish hits the first. Second free throw, a little short. Faye tips the rebound, fights for it on the baseline. It goes off Amanda, out of bounds. Boy, Coach White jumping up and down over there on the sideline. She thought it went off of Fairfield. 14-12, Trojans lead, 4:37 to go first half. Fairfield to inbound under their own basket. And they bounce it into traffic in the lane. It's tipped away, stolen. As Mary Nelson comes up with a steal. And now they're all over Nelson. She's able to get it to Schaffner, who outraces everybody across half court and then dishes off to Kaylee Johnson. Now top of the key is Jennings. Thought about a 3, didn't take the shot. Bounce it down to the baseline to Faye. Smart play there by Amanda on the baseline. She was off balance and was smart enough to throw it off the shin of a Fairfield player there to keep possession. Now a ball tipped, stolen, fast break opportunity for Fairfield coming the other way. Off the window, no good. Faye with the rebound. Big miss there by Fairfield. Here's Kaylee Johnson now, bouncing in the lane to Faye. And it's through the hands of Faye, stolen away. Oh, wide open on the other end. Easy 2 for Delaney Breen in transition after the turnover. 3:50 left to go in the first half. 16-12. Fairfield leads it by 4. Here's Amanda Faye in the lane. Out top to Schaffner. Schaffner pops a 3. No good. Rebound tipped out and controlled by Mary Nelson. Now ball loose. Fairfield being aggressive on defense. Almost with a steal there, but couldn't control it into the Fairfield bench. So Oski maintains possession. 3:34 to go in the half. Fairfield 16, Oskaloosa 12 here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. Schaffner to inbound right in front of the Fairfield bench. Gets it into Jillian Jennings. Fairfield playing a very tough man-to-man. Oski saw pretty much all zone for the most part at Centerville on Tuesday, and they did a great job of attacking that. Struggling a bit here in the man-to-man against Fairfield. There's another loose ball in the lane. Kaylee Johnson down to the floor scrambling for it. And I think they're going to call a foul on Kaylee. They are. It's going to be number 2 on Kaylee Johnson. So we'll walk the other way for the 1-and-1 bonus, team foul number 7. Second foul on Kaylee Johnson. 3:22 left to go in the half. 1-and-1 here at the free throw line for Danielle Breen. First free throw's good. She'll get a second. Puts her team on top 17-12. Second free throw. Also good. She hits both. So Danielle Breen hits both free throws. And Fairfield now with a 6-point lead, 18-12. 3:22 to go in the first half. Again, Fairfield takes the press off. They set up in a 2-3 zone this time. Let's see if Oskaloosa can attack that zone. Nelson's pass, tipped, out of bounds, off Fairfield. It'll stay with Oskaloosa. 3:12 to play in the half. Nelson to inbound to Fay. Now Johnson. Bounce pass in the lane, looking at Jennings. Ball is loose, scramble, body's going down to the floor. Fairfield comes out with it. Turnover number 14 in the first half on Oskaloosa. Look at the move on the baseline there by Gridley. Couldn't finish the shot. Beautiful move around two players. Didn't get the basket. Here's Macy Creer for three. It is short. Rebound Gridley for Fairfield. Remember, Creer picked up 2 early fouls in the first quarter. Now back on the floor. There's a 3 ball up by Fairfield, no good. Rebound snagged out by Creer. And then the ball kicked out of bounds by Fairfield. 2:36 to go, first half. 18-12. Fairfield leads it by 6. They've outscored Oski 7-5 here in the second quarter. Oh, there's a travel on Jennings. They're going to call her a double dribble. It was either or. And Coach J.C. White's going to take another timeout. Boy, turnovers starting to rack up here on Oskaloosa. I have them for 15 turnovers right now with 2:35 left to play in the first half. 18-12, Fairfield leads. Timeout in the court. We will take one as well. You're watching Oskaloosa Indians basketball on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
With 16 bays and several trained technicians, Bill & Ray's operates the finest diesel engine repair and towing service in southeast Iowa. They perform complete engine repair, electronic diagnostics on all types of engines, drivetrain rebuilding, fleet service, and motor coach repair, along with 24-hour wrecker service with no limit on travel radius. Bill & Ray's will get you back on the road. Bill & Ray's, Highway 23 Oskaloosa, and proud supporter of Oski Indians activities.
Welcome back to the Wood Iron Grill press box here at Fairfield High School. High up, top of the bleachers at half court, I'm Jamie Brockman. Thanks for joining us tonight. Fairfield leads 18-12 over Oski. 2:35 to go in the first half. By the way, if you're hungry tonight, head out to the Wood Iron Grill. Grab your friends, family, head out to Wood Iron Grill and enjoy what they have to offer on their great menu. Appetizers and entrees, great beverages, and they've got the game on out at Wood Iron Grill. Missed by Fairfield, rebound Oskaloosa. Nelson to Jennings. Jennings looking in the paint to Fay, can't get it to her. Now Creer with a touch. Kaylee Johnson over on the left wing. Kaylee gave a ball fake, then drove in, but traveled. Turnover number 16. Two minutes left to go in the half. Fairfield with the basketball. Oskaloosa now in a man-to-man. Open three on the left corner. It's too strong. Long rebound chased down in the far corner by Amanda Fay. She'll get it to Kaylee Johnson. Kaylee brings it up the court. Over to Macy Creer. Creer lobs it over the top to Fay. Fay too strong off the window. Rebound Fairfield. Boy, Amanda would like to have that one back. A minute 25 to go in the half. 18-12. Fairfield leads it by 6. Here's an open three. Top of the key off the dribble, and it rattles in for Shaylin Drish. Shaylin Drish for 3. Puts Fairfield up 21-12. Now 1 minute to go in the first half. Oski needs an answer here. Johnson to Creer over on the right corner. Creer losing her balance, falling out of bounds, travels. Boy, nothing going right here in this first half for Oskaloosa. 17 turnovers. And that has resulted in a 21-12 Fairfield lead. Oski led most of the first quarter, and Fairfield then got the lead at the end of that quarter, 11-7, and then they've outscored Oskaloosa 10-5 here in the second quarter. Here's a three off the dribble by Gridley that rattles in. Fairfield is heating up from long range now. That's 3 first half three-pointers by Fairfield. 24-12, and there's a steal taken away from Kaylee Johnson. Took it right out of her hands. Now Fairfield. Nice baseline drive around Amanda Fay by Hannah Simpson. No good on the shot. Gridley gets the rebound over in the far corner. She's in trouble, dribbles out of it. Dribbles it off her foot, loose ball. Kaylee Johnson goes and gets it. Call the jump ball, my goodness. There it is. Man, they were tied up, rolling on the floor, and finally blew the whistle and called the jump ball. So the alternating arrow goes to Oskaloosa, so the Indians get possession. 15 seconds remain in the first half. 24-12 Fairfield. Oski throws it away on the inbound. Oh, goodness. Fairfield with a chance to add to their lead. Gridley's going to try again from three. No good. Rebound controlled by Simpson. Can't make the turn. Kicks it out to Gridley. And Gridley, one pass too many. They will not get a shot. And that'll be the end of the first half. I apologize. I did not update the scoreboard for second quarter. So if you're confused, I apologize. That was the second quarter, and it's now halftime. So we are at halftime. And Fairfield doubling up Oskaloosa. 24-12. They outscored Oski 13-5 in the second quarter to open up a 24-12 halftime lead. You're watching Oskaloosa basketball on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll take a break. We'll be back with your RE/MAX recap. We'll take a look at the first half statistics and get you set up for the second half coming up here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
For nearly 40 years, Musco has specialized in the design and manufacture of sports and large area lighting solutions. From neighborhood ball fields to international speedways, Musco is committed to providing cost-effective lighting solutions and services you can rely on. For your budget, for the environment, Musco Lighting, we make it happen.
Future Trojans in action.
Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Oskaloosa Indians on the Indians Network.
I'm financial advisor Jennifer Main.
I'm financial advisor Austin Norris.
I'm financial advisor Amber Coffey.
I'm financial advisor Jason Rosenboom.
I am financial advisor Brandon Kane.
I'm financial advisor Michael Bush.
Call us today at 1-800-ED-JONES or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Come experience Penn Central Mall. With a variety of shops, services, restaurants, and more, Penn Central is the place to go for all your shopping and entertainment needs. Grab a gourmet grilled cheese at Wonder Lunch, shop the latest trends at Maurice's, find the perfect gift at Gardner Collier, or enjoy a night out with ice cream and retro arcade games at Old School Pinball and Arcade. Penn Central also has numerous public events scheduled throughout the year to provide fun for the whole family. Find them on Facebook to stay up to date with deals and upcoming events. Walk, shop, enjoy. Penn Central Mall.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
And welcome back, everybody, to Fairfield and the Wood Iron Grill press box. We are at halftime in the girls' game, the first of the doubleheader tonight. Boys' game coming up after here on the Indians Network. And halftime, it is Fairfield with a 24-12 lead over Oskaloosa. Oski led much of the first quarter, and Fairfield then took the lead away late in the quarter, and they were up 11-7 after one quarter of play. They outscore Oskaloosa 13-5 in the second quarter, and they have a 24-12 halftime lead. Here's the story. Not a good half by Oskaloosa. I don't like to be negative, but needless to say, not a good half by Oskaloosa. 19 first-half turnovers. Many of those were unforced turnovers, and that's got to be a topic of discussion right now, I'm sure, in the locker room at halftime. You take away half of those turnovers, especially the unforced ones, and we've got a ball game. But when you turn it over 19 times, and a lot of those were in the second quarter, that's why you get outscored 13-5. So 19 turnovers unofficially for Oskaloosa. I have Fairfield with only 6 turnovers. And rebounds, Oskaloosa with 18, and Fairfield with 16 unofficially. But again, a lot of those rebounds by Fairfield, in fact, most of those rebounds were offensive rebounds. They had a lot of second and third and even sometimes fourth chance opportunities on the offensive end. So as we look at some of the individual numbers here at halftime for Fairfield, they're led by Shaylin Drish with 7 points, 6 points for Destiny Gridley, 4 points for Delaney Breen, 3 points for Darby Casca, 2 points each for Danielle Breen and Mallory Lyons. For Oskaloosa, only 2 girls have scored in the first half. Not near the output we saw a week ago at Centerville, where they saw zone defense much of that game and really attacked it and had a lot of success. Tonight, they're seeing a lot more man-to-man, and they're struggling. And only 2 girls have scored. We had 6 girls score at Centerville last Tuesday, 5 of them in double figures. Tonight, only 2 girls have scored. Amanda Fay leads it with 8, and Mary Nelson has the other 4 points for the Indians. And you look at fouls for Fairfield, nobody in foul trouble. Danielle Breen has 2 personals, and then 1 each on Mallory Lyons, Destiny Gridley, and Hannah Simpson. For Oskaloosa, Kaylee Johnson and Macy Creer each have 2 personal fouls, so they have to be very careful not to pick up their 3rd foul early on in the second half. McKenna Schaffner, Mary Nelson, and Amanda Fay each have 1 personal foul after 2 quarters of play. So once again, your halftime score, as you see on your screen, is Fairfield 24 and Oskaloosa 12. I'm Jamie Brockman. Thanks for joining us live from the top of the bleachers here at Fairfield, half court in our Wood Iron Grill press box. Big thanks to our OBP students running the camera for you tonight. Kyle Hoyt and Camden Silvers are sharing duties there. And eventually, at some point, I'll be joined on the broadcast with commentary by OBP student Joe Glasgow. He's playing in the boys JV game right now. So whenever that's finished up, he'll get over here and join me on commentary for our broadcast. So OVP, big part of our broadcast tonight. We thank them and everything that they do, and also their director, Kim Geil. Of course, the Indians Network is a partnership between MCG, also Oskaloosa News, and Thunder Country KIIC in cooperation with Oskaloosa High School and the OVP, Oskaloosa Video Production Class. And it's presented by Craig Ford. All right, well, the teams are coming back out of the locker room here. As you see, return to the floor is Fairfield. Fairfield Pep Band getting their fans back up on their feet. And the Fairfield Trojan girls in their season opener are enjoying a 24-12 lead here at halftime over the Oskaloosa Indians. A couple of minutes until the second half. We'll step away for a break, and we will be back with second half action right here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
Rush may be an electrician, but he's hardwired to be a dad. Amy is a stay-at-home mom who keeps her family in motion. Together with Noah and Will, they play tough, laugh often, and love always. An economical home equity line from Midwest One helps Rush and Amy stay in the game. They use portions and save the rest for the next play. When your goal is family, trust Midwest One for simply better banking.
Every morning before my family and I head out the door for the day, we tell each other to be the one. It's a challenge we make to each other to step up and show kindness when we have the opportunity. I'm Mike Sitzma, funeral director here at Bates Funeral Chapel. I see families in some of their toughest times. However, I get to see our community at its best through the outpouring of love and support they show those affected by loss. I challenge you to join me and my family to look for opportunities daily to be the one.
Hi, this is Michael, owner of the Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa on South 11th Street, your home for chef-inspired cuisine. From the delectable food that we serve to our gracious hospitality, the Wood Iron Grill provides a warm atmosphere with panoramic views of emerald fairways and rolling greenery. We're proud to call Oskaloosa home and proud to be awarded the best burger in the state. If you're looking for extraordinary flavor and impeccable service, it doesn't get any better than the Wood Iron Grill. Check out our events and special calendar online or on Facebook.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Wood Iron Grill press box here at Fairfield High School. I'm Jamie Brockman on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We get the second half underway. Fairfield will have the opening possession, inbounding at half court with a 24-12 lead over Oskaloosa. We'll see what adjustments Coach J.C. White and her staff made at halftime. Again, obviously a big discussion was cut down turnovers, especially these unforced. Nice drive in the lane there by Fairfield. No good. Offensive rebound, though, and the putback is good for Danielle Breen. Offensive rebound, count the basket, and one opportunity for Danielle Breen. And that was Kaylee Johnson, who just picked up her third personal foul. So as I said during the halftime recap, as Breen completes the three-point play with the free throw, needed to make sure Kaylee and Macy don't pick up their third fouls early in the half. Well, Kaylee Johnson just did. So McKenna Schaffner in early here off the bench, and we throw it away on the inbound, and then Fairfield loses it trying to come up with it on the baseline. So turnover followed by a turnover, and Oskaloosa has the ball back. Press set up by Fairfield. And Oski breaks it nicely as Schaffner finds Creer across the timeline. Now Creer loses her dribble. Got tied up by Fairfield. Jump ball called, and the arrow will be Oskaloosa's favor there as Fairfield had possession to start the third. Oski holds on to possession. 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 27-12 Fairfield. Nelson fires a cross-court pass to Creer. Creer dribbles it over the left wing, gives it to Jennings. Nice bounce pass in the lane to Faye. Faye misses the shot off the glass. Then on the rebound, jump ball. This time it favors Fairfield. Boy, that's a couple misses point blank at the basket by Amanda Faye in this game, and not, she's pretty darn good when she gets a look like that down low, but she's missed a couple tonight. Fairfield drives in. Breen blows by her defender. That's Delaney Breen all the way to the bucket for two. 5-0 start here in the third quarter for Fairfield, and there's another Oskaloosa turnover. Lost it right at half court. Actually, well, yeah, we did, and then Fairfield stepped on the baseline. So each team charged with a turnover there. Creer lobs it up to Faye. Faye dribbling along the baseline, under the basket, travels. 22 turnovers now unofficially for Oskaloosa. 12 points on the board. 6:48 to go in the third quarter. Once again, charging, going to the hoop is Drish. No good that time. Rebound, Amanda Faye. Fairfield with the press. Mary Nelson brings it across the timeline over to Creer. Back to Nelson. Free throw line to Jennings. Back out now to Nelson. Schaffner. Head fake to the free throw line. Now Nelson top of the key. Back to Schaffner. Nelson throws it into Fay. Fay can't control it. Stolen away. That's 4 early turnovers in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here's Fairfield going in. Look at that finish. Shaylin Drish. Boy, Fairfield just having their way here in the first 2 minutes. And there's another steal and turnover and basket. That's 5 turnovers in the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. And Fairfield has came out on a 9-0 run to start the third quarter. 9-0 run for the Trojans. And they open up a 33-12 lead over Oskaloosa. You're watching Oskaloosa basketball on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Don't go away.
If you want to save more,
If you want a butcher who knows more,
If you want fewer aisles and more value,
less quantity, more quality,
if you want more of this,
and this.
and this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
All right, we are back here in the Wood Iron Grill press box at Fairfield High School on the Indians Network. A reminder, you can stream our coverage and watch the video and listen to the commentary as well at indiansnetwork.tv. That's indiansnetwork.tv. You'll find links to that as well on all of our partner websites. Mahaska.org is the website for MCG. KIICradio.com is the website for Thunder Country KIIC. And OskiNews.org is the website for Oskaloosa News. There's another steal on the inbound by Fairfield. Breen can't hit the shot in the lane, but it's rebounded by Fairfield, and they're fouled on the putback. Of course, you can also watch, if you're a MCG cable subscriber, on Channel 7 as well on MCG. Foul was charged to Macy Creer, so she now has 3, as well as Kaylee Johnson. So Creer will go to the bench, and into the game for her first action this season comes Brooke Allen, wearing number 2. Also, Ashley Smith is in the game. First free throw was no good. Second free throw is good by Mallory Lyons. So Coach J.C. White having to use her bench a little more than planned tonight with foul trouble. There is Brooke Allen driving in the lane. Now ball is loose. Another steal by Fairfield. 7 turnovers, and we're only 2.5 minutes into the third quarter. And there's a foul on the baseline. They're going to wave off the shot. They say the foul was before the shot. So no free throws.
First foul, Brooke Allen.
Brooke Allen charged with the foul, her first. Oh, wide open on the left block on the inbound. That was just too easy for Destiny Gridley. Nobody picked her up. 35-12. It is an 11-0 run in the first 3 minutes of this third quarter for Fairfield. Another turnover by the Indians. Coming the other way, 2-on-1. Fairfield pass through the lane, and there's a foul going to be charged to Ashley Smith as Ashley hit her pretty hard there in the back. So by my count, that's 8 turnovers in this third quarter on Oskaloosa, and we're 3 minutes in. And Fairfield outscoring Oski right now 12-0. Make it 13-0 as the first free throw is good by Danielle Breen. Second free throw, no good. Rebound, Jillian Jennings. And then Jennings is going to be fouled by Mallory Lyons. Her second. Don't forget, boys game coming up tonight here on the Indians Network. We'll get our first look at the defending 3A state champion Oskaloosa boys as they open the season tonight here at Fairfield in the second game of this doubleheader. Oski inbounds. Fairfield putting the press on as Oski has struggled big time against that press. Schaffner, fancy dribbling, comes across half court. Then tried to switch direction, stolen away. Coming the other way is Danielle Breen, all the way in, rolls off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound by the Trojans. Fairfield with it. Shaylin Drish spins, takes it to the rack, no good. Still fighting for the rebound. Jillian Jennings comes out with it. and she's going to be fouled. Good fight there in the paint on the rebound by Jillian.
Third foul, Danielle Green. Rachel Thomas in for the
So again, you can follow the broadcast tonight, watch it live on any mobile device, your computer, laptop, tablets, phones. Go to indiansnetwork.tv. You can also watch on MCG Cable Channel 7. 4:28 to go in the third quarter. And Fairfield on a 13-0 run in this third quarter has opened up a 37-12 lead. Schaffner now brings it up one-on-one against the press by Delaney Breen. Lost the dribble, picked up by Nelson just across half court. Here's Brooke Allen, number 2, gives it to Ashley Simpson. Nice pass into the lane for Jennings, and she's going to be fouled from behind. Rachel Thomas in the game for Fairfield picks up that foul. Her first, team foul number 3. Oski inbounds onto their own basket. Smith bounces it to Allen. Allen feeds it in the lane to Jennings, draws a double team immediately, kicks it back out. Allen sets up for a 3. It is blocked and rebounded by Fairfield. Coming the other way is Shaylin Drish. Over in the corner, 3-ball no good. Offensive rebound controlled by Fairfield, tied up then by Mary Nelson, jump ball. And the arrow will go to Oskaloosa. Good job by Mary to get out there and tie her up after the offensive rebound. Amanda Fay checking back in now, giving Jillian Jennings a breather. Looks like Kaylee Johnson and Macy Creer both coming back onto the floor as well. Johnson, number 22, Creer, number 14, both have 3 personal fouls. (37-12). Fairfield leads it, 3:49 to go in our third quarter. Trouble getting the ball inbound. They finally do to Fay. Fay gets it over to Kaylee Johnson. She brings it across half court. Loses the dribble. Ball's loose on the floor. Another jump ball. This time it goes to Fairfield. That's scored as another turnover. 3:40 to go. Third quarter. Fairfield walks the ball across the timeline. Delaney Breen. And throws it to Darby Casca. It goes off the chest of Casca. And then she's tied up by Kaylee Johnson. And this time the jump ball favors Oskaloosa. Indians inbound with 3:28 to go third quarter. Nelson passes to Kaylee Johnson. Kaylee coming in on the right side. Puts it up no good. Offensive rebound by Schaffner. She throws it back up wildly no good. And the ball will go to Fairfield. No, it'll go to Oskaloosa, excuse me, off Fairfield. 3:19 to go third quarter. Long shot off the window, no good. Rebound, Amanda Fay. Here's Nelson, thought about a 3, instead feeds it in the lane to Fay. Fay can't control it, taken away by Fairfield. Unofficially, that's turnover number 30 in this game for Oski. There's a 3-ball up, no good by Fairfield. Rebound, weak side, pulled out by Schaffner, and then they tried to box her in, but they gave her no room and fouled her. So offensive rebound by Schaffner, or defensive rebound by Schaffner, and then a foul.
second foul, Rachel Thomas.
Rachel Thomas with the foul, her second, team foul number 4. Just under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. 37-12 Fairfield. It is a 13-0 run in this third quarter for Fairfield. Amanda Fay takes another breather on the bench. Aubrey Blanco now in the game wearing number 20. Oski's got some numbers if we can use it. Not able to. They stayed right with Kaylee Johnson, and then as Kaylee passed the ball away over on the right wing, she's shoved to the floor, and a foul is called on the Trojans. And that'll be charged to Darby Casca, her first team foul, number 5. Nice inbound pass to the left elbow to Kaylee Johnson. Tried to use the window, too strong. Offensive rebound, and the putback no good by Blanco. Taken away on the rebound by Fairfield. Here's a 3-ball on the way, no good for Delaney Breen. Long rebound, controlled by Schaffner. Here's Schaffner in a foot race the other way. She heard footsteps, put it up off the bottom of the bracket, no good. Rebound Fairfield. Open shot left side for the Trojans. Rattles out and back in for Darby Casca. That's the first basket we've had in a while. Come back and forth there for a while, and the scoreless drought ends, and Fairfield continues their streak now on a 15-0 run in the third quarter. Macy Creer with the basketball. Bounces it over to the left wing to Nelson. Left corner now is Schaffner. Schaffner tries to bounce it around a defender in the lane, looking at Blanco, and it's going to go off Blanco, out of bounds. Jillian Jennings now back in the game. And coming in for the first time tonight is Gracie Flaherty, her first varsity action this year for Gracie Flaherty, the 5'7" sophomore. She wears number 15. So Coach J.C. White is taking her starters out, talking to them on the bench, and giving some girls a little PT tonight. Only played 6 players in that win at Centerville on Tuesday, and so far tonight I think she's played 8. There's a foul on McKenna Schaffner. It's going to be her second. Team foul number 5. Shooting 2 free throws is Hannah Simpson. The first is no good. Boys game follows tonight here on the Indians Network. Defending 3A state champs, first action of the year. Second free throw hits the front of the rim, rolls up and in for Hannah Simpson. She hits 1 of 2. It's a 28-point Fairfield lead, 40-12. 16-0 run in the third quarter. Minute 53 to go. Schaffner inbounds to Blanco. Blanco looking to Nelson, and the press by Fairfield pays off again. Another Oski turnover. Fairfield with the basketball, lobs it over the top. They got it by Blanco into the hands of Simpson, and Simpson turns it into 2. Now they set up their press. Oski breaks it. Here's Schaffner coming in right side, puts it up short, rebound Fairfield. Minute 18 to go. Third quarter. Shaylin Drish kicks it out left wing for a 3. No good by Destiny Gridley. Rebound, McKenna Schaffner. Schaffner brings it up court. Nelson wide open all day to look at the basket from three-point range. Can't connect. Rebound tipped back out to Mary. And then she loses it trying to drive in. Going the other way, one-on-one. Layup is short by Darby Casca. Ball loose in the lane, picked up by Blanco. Blanco then trying to pick the ball up while she's looking down floor. She had Flaherty break in the other direction, and they call her for the double dribble. Back in for Oski is Amanda Fay and Ashley Smith. 44 seconds remain third quarter. 42-12, 30-point lead for the Trojans. Fairfield inbounds. Shaylin Drish working on Schaffner. Kicks it over left side. And driving to the hoop is Gridley. Knocked down, no whistle. Ball loose, rebound Fairfield. They kick it out for a 3 on the offensive rebound, and it's good by Shaylin Drish. Shaylin Drish for 3, 45-12. Fairfield, 20 seconds remain third quarter. Oski breaks the press with a long pass down the floor to Jennings. Jennings feeds it into Fay. Fay turns against a double team. Too strong. Rebound Fairfield. Here come the Trojans with 9 seconds to go in the quarter. Stopping and popping is Shaylin Drish. No good. Amanda Fay tips the rebound out of bounds. It'll stay Fairfield possession. 3.5 seconds left in the third quarter. Shaylin Drish has to go back to the other end of the floor and retrieve her sneakers. Came right out of her shoes. There you see her putting the sneakers back on. 3.5 seconds left in the third quarter. Fairfield 45, Oskaloosa 12. Not the night that the 1-0 Indians were hoping for tonight. All right, Shaylin Drish has got the sneakers laced back up, and here we go. Fairfield inbounds to Gridley on the right wing. 2 seconds. Simpson, turnaround, 15-footer on the baseline is no good, and that'll be the end of our third quarter. So 3 quarters complete here in Fairfield, and it's all Trojans as Fairfield outscores Oskaloosa in the third quarter 21-0. And they have a 45-12 lead heading into the fourth quarter. You're watching Oskaloosa Indians basketball here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford. We'll take a break, back with the fourth quarter after this.
Stop out at Stam Garden Center and Nursery for all your outdoor needs. Stam Garden Center will have a fresh supply of a wide variety of fall annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees to fit any budget. Autumn Acres will be open Saturday, September 21st, and be open each Friday evening and Saturday through October 26th. Autumn Acres has family fun for everyone, so stop out at Stam Garden Center and Nursery and experience autumn.
My name is Amanda Seeley, and I've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office for 15 years now. I'm a mother of 3 little boys, and since having them, they've been coming to Dr. Schuster's office in Oski Dental. It's been really seamless. I expected a little few hiccups, but he just has this approach that they're very comfortable again. You're the best! We're going to shoot for being a lifelong patient.
Back in Fairfield as we start the fourth quarter. I'm Jamie Brockman in the Wood Iron Grill press box. Fairfield has possession to start the fourth quarter, and Shaylin Drish drains a 3. That is her second 3 here in the second half, and it's now 48-12 Fairfield, and now we have a foul called on Fairfield on the other end as Jillian Jennings had the ball at the free throw line. Again, a big thanks to Kyle Hoyt and Camden Silvers from the OVP program at Oskaloosa High School. They made the trip to Fairfield tonight. They're rotating, running the camera for us. So thank you to both of them. Also, a big thank you to the athletic director here at Fairfield High School for allowing us to bring our camera and bring you live video from Fairfield. A lot of times the road, the road team or the home team when we go on the road does not allow us to do video. There's a 3 by Mary Nelson. There's a 3 by Nelson, her second of the game, and that is brought to you by Dr. Jim Ellis and his great staff at Penn Central Eye Clinic in Penn Central Mall, Oskaloosa. Nice move in the lane by Shaylin Drish, answering quickly on the other end for 2. So Dr. Jim Ellis and his staff at Penn Central Eye Clinic presenting you with the 3-pointers this season, and that was the second of the game for Mary Nelson. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a lot of road games that we're not going to be able to do live video on this year. The opposing schools just don't allow it. Here's another 3 on the way by Nelson. Not quite that time. Rebound Fairfield. So I do say thank you to Fairfield for allowing us to bring you the live video. And any of the road games where we're not allowed to do video this year, we will be bringing you live audio here on the Indians Network. So we're going to be here one way or the other all season long. 50-15. Fairfield leads it by 35. We've got a running clock going now here. 6:15 and counting remain in the game. Going to be a fast fourth quarter with that running clock. Inbound to Jennings, turns and pops, 15-footer right baseline, no good. Rebound Fairfield. Fairfield, long pass down the floor in transition. Driving in is Danielle Breen, and she'll be fouled on the shot. So running clock when it's a 35-point lead, and it stays that way until Oskaloosa can cut it down to 25 or less. So that clock keeps running, except for right now during free throws. They stop it during free throws. First free throw good by by Breen, excuse me. Don't go away, though. Boys game is coming up about 20-25 minutes after the conclusion of this game as Danielle Breen hits both free throws for Fairfield, and now she takes a seat on the bench. First look at the defending 3A state champion Oskaloosa boys tonight as they open their season on the road here at Fairfield. 52-15, Fairfield with a 37-point lead. Jillian Jennings double teamed at the free throw line, kicks it to Schaffner. Schaffner looking to Fay on the left block, and it is thrown away, out of bounds. I have unofficially 35 turnovers in this game for the Indians. Obviously, something they're going to have to work on. They've really struggled against this man defense by Fairfield. Nice pass over the top from Nelson to Faye. Faye puts it up short, gets her own rebound. She's swarmed by 3 Trojans and loses the basketball. Here's a 3 on the way by Fairfield. Other end. Takes 2 bounces on the rim. No good by Darby Kaska. Rebound Oski. Faye has not scored in the second half. In fact, Oski only has 1 basket the entire second half, and that was that 3-pointer by Mary Nelson just a bit ago. And there's another turnover in the lane. Travel. .445 left to play in the game. Huge Fairfield lead, 52-15. It's going to be a successful start to the season for Fairfield, much like it was a successful start for Oskaloosa last Tuesday at Centerville. Not the case tonight. Here's Drish driving in. No good. Partially blocked by Oski. Rebound taken by Faye. Johnson brings it across half court. Johnson loses the basketball. Chases it down in the backcourt. Gets possession back. Passes off to Schaffner. Now back to Johnson. Nelson tried to skip pass through the lane, and it's stolen away. Here comes Drish the other way. Challenged by Johnson, and it's good. We're nearing 40 turnovers now in this game for Oskaloosa. Here's Jillian Jennings in the lane. Shot blocked. Rebounded by Fairfield. They're going to outrun everybody down the floor the other way. Shaylin Drish. Uncontested pretty much the other way for the easy layup. And it gives Fairfield a 56-15 lead with 3:28 to play in the game. Not sure they put up that last basket by Fairfield. There you go. 56-15. 3:15 to go in the game. Fairfield clears their bench. Gracie Flaherty asks for the ball and has it on the right wing. Pops a 3, no good. Rebound Fairfield. Trojans now looking for the open shot. They've got, again, some of their bench players in the game right now, and they're going to throw it away right between the legs of Rachel Thomas over on the left baseline. Again, the clock doesn't stop here on out-of-bounds plays. The only time it stops is free throws and timeouts. 2:40 to play, 56-15, 41-point Fairfield lead. They've outscored Oski 32-3 in the second half. Shot by the Indians, no good. Long rebound out of bounds off of Fairfield. It will stay Oskaloosa possession. So Oski held the lead much of the first quarter. Fairfield grabbed the lead right at the end of the quarter. Took an 11-7 lead in the second quarter. They outscored Oski 13-5 in the second quarter. 21-0 in the third quarter. That's kind of the nail in the coffin right there. And then in this fourth quarter, they've outscored Oski so far 11-3. Make that 11-5 as there's a basket by McKenna Schaffner, her first points of the game. Minute 40 to play. And Rachel Thomas is going to dribble it off of her ankle going down the right side of the lane, but they say it was off Oski. I thought it went right off her ankle, but stays with Fairfield. 90 seconds to play. And there's a travel in the lane on the Trojans. Clock continues here with the running clock. Minute 10 to go in the game. Big win for Fairfield tonight. They're going to start 1-0. Oski's going to drop to 1-1. And they'll get a couple days to go back to the gym and regroup, and then Friday night host Grinnell. Now, Grinnell, not the powerhouse team this year they were the last couple of years. They lost a lot of their big players. But still, when you have a program like Grinnell's had the last few years, you're going to have some good players finally getting their opportunities. So that'll be Friday night at home opener for the Indian girls and boys on Friday night. Oh, nice spray. Oh, and Macy Creer lost it out of bounds. Had the numbers down the floor, a chance at an easy layup, and Creer couldn't control it. So Brooke Allen comes back in. She'll replace Kaylee Johnson. Final 30 seconds now 39-point Fairfield lead. Oski limited to 5 points here in the second half. There's Rachel Thomas on the baseline, guarded very strong and tight by Macy Creer. Creer and Thomas going at it. And looks like it's going to be lost out of bounds off of Creer. So final 3 seconds here. Fairfield will inbound the ball, and then you'll hear the buzzer. And there it is. So final score. Fairfield wins big at home to start their season over Oskaloosa. 56-17 is the final score. Fairfield with a 39-point win tonight over the Indians. They outscore Oskaloosa in the second half 32-5, including a 21-0 third quarter that really did the Indians in. 56-17 your final. Fairfield 1-0 now, and Oskaloosa drops to 1-1. Again, the Indians go back to work in the gym, practice the next couple of nights, and they'll come back and see if they can have success at home on Friday night when they welcome in the Grinnell Tigers to start Little Hawkeye Conference play. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up, we'll have our post game. We'll go through the numbers and statistics, and then up next, our first look at the defending Class 3A state champion Oskaloosa boys in their season opener tonight here at Fairfield. That is on the way here on the Indians Network, presented by Craig Ford, so don't go away. 56-17 final score. Oskaloosa girls fall tonight at Fairfield.
Stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery for all your outdoor needs. STEM Garden Center will have a fresh supply of a wide variety of fall annuals, perennials, shrubs, and trees to fit any budget. Autumn Acres will be open Saturday, September 21st, and be open each Friday evening and Saturday through October 26th. Autumn Acres has family fun for everyone, so stop out at STEM Garden Center and Nursery and experience autumn.
If you want to save more,
If you want a butcher who knows more,
If you want fewer aisles and more value,
less quantity, more quality,
if you want more of this,
and this.
and this.
This is Fairway, and this is how we do more.
putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all into meat and grocery.
Putting our all and more into meat and grocery.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
At Clow Valve Company, being the premier place to work is part of our core vision, and this includes helping our local community be a premier place to live. Clow cares and is committed to creating a happier and healthier community. By volunteering in local events and fundraisers. By donating to nonprofit organizations. By leaving a better tomorrow than today. Clow is more.
We are Clow Valve.
At Mahaska Health, our team is dedicated to caring for you through every season of life. Whether you are in need of a same-day appointment, preparing to expand your family, or about to undergo surgery with our excellent surgical staff, we are dedicated to helping you feel your best, today and every day. Recognized as a top 100 critical access hospital, we are continually driven to enhance the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Mahaska Health.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Wood Iron Grill press box here, high atop the bleachers, half court at Fairfield High School. I'm Jamie Brockman. Final score in Game 1 tonight. Not a good night for the Oskaloosa girls, as second, third, and fourth quarters they really struggled, and Fairfield took full advantage on their way to a 56-17 win in their season opener. So Fairfield 1-0, Oskaloosa falls to 1-1. Taking a look at the game statistics, unofficial numbers here, I have Oskaloosa with 40-plus turnovers. We'll just say that. I have them at 40-plus turnovers tonight. Obviously, way too many, and something they have got to find a way to cut down on. And I'm going to say over half of those were unforced turnovers. So that is something the Indians need to go back to work on and figure out. They I thought, took care of the ball really well in Centerville in that win out last Tuesday, but tonight, not the case. Fairfield, I only had 10 turnovers for the game. So, when there's a 30-plus difference in turnover margin, it's easy to see why a team can pull away and win by 39 points. So for Fairfield scoring, Shaylin Drish, 21 points to lead all scorers, 14 in the second half. She, in fact, is the only player in double figures. 8 points for Delaney Breen, 8 for Danielle Breen, 8 for Destiny Gridley, 3 for Hannah Simpson, 3 for Mallory Lyons, and 5 for Darby Casca to round out the scoring for the Trojans. For Oskaloosa, only 3 girls get in the scorebook tonight. 8 points for Amanda Fay, 7 for Mary Nelson, and 2 for McKenna Schaffner. But the only points in the second half were a 3 by Mary Nelson and a 2 by McKenna Schaffner. As again, Fairfield rolls in the second half, outscoring Oskaloosa 32-5 to cruise to a 39-point win, 56-17 final. Oskaloosa falls to 1-1 on the year. They go back to work tomorrow and Thursday in the gym, and then return to action at home on Friday night in their home opener, where they will play host to Grinnell to open up Little Hawkeye Conference play. Grinnell has been very strong the last 2-3 years, but a lot of those girls have now gone to graduation. It's going to be a new-looking Grinnell team, and we'll see if Oskaloosa can bounce back and have success at home to open their home season on Friday night against Grinnell. You'll see it right here on the Indians Network with our pregame at 6 o'clock and tip-off at 6:15 for the Oski girls on Friday. Once again, your final score, as you see on your screen, Fairfield 56,